You know, that was a testament of the respect that he had for me because he wasn't trying to hit it.
Yeah, he wanted to drop. He's an artist.
Yeah, I mean, you know how that is. Hit you, you want to. So to me, that was a testament of the respect he had for me, and I had to like really, let him know, okay, I really mean this.
Right.
You know what I mean? This don't make sense.
I don't believe Jay Prince is a professional anything. He's a CEO of a rap label, so he's a professional entertainer. So he can entertain. He's been in the entertainment business. He ain't been in the street business. I think that's where y'all get it twisted. Y'all think the in the entertainment business are real gangsters. If you know their name in the entertainment world, there's no way they know gangster.
James, last question. Do you not like us?
Sorry guys, thank you.
Thank you, Jay Prince.
Welcome back to Fame Flux, where the truth behind fame gets exposed. It appears Drake's long-standing ally, Jay Prince, may finally be stepping away from him, signaling a major shift in their once powerful connection. For years, Jay Prince was viewed as Drake's shield in the industry, quietly resolving conflicts and reinforcing his image of untouchable security and influence within hip-hop's most competitive circles. Observers recall how Jay Prince intervened in high-profile disputes, diffusing tensions with Kanye West, addressing confrontations with NBA YoungBoy, and even stepping in when Diddy publicly clashed with Drake. Yet now, during the high-stakes feud with Kendrick Lamar, the silence from Jay Prince has been deafening. His absence has created a noticeable vacuum around Drake's camp, and the backlash appears harsher than ever. Industry chatter suggests Jay Prince may be distancing himself for strategic reasons. Some speculate that Drake crossed a line, while others believe Jay Prince is simply unwilling to insert himself into another escalating confrontation. Either way, without his usual support system, Drake finds himself navigating this feud on his own, leaving fans to question whether this will change the trajectory of his ongoing public battles. Kendrick Lamar's lyrical jabs have fueled speculation that deeply guarded secrets surrounding powerful figures in Houston could soon surface.
And we couldn't get caught up in that.
Right.
That was a moment.
Right.
You know what I mean? We big pitching thinking.
Right.
So we had to keep it moving.
Online chatter has intensified around Jay Prince, with rumors and unverified claims circulating about questionable activities tied to nightlife venues and their connections to elite industry circles.
Hey, cameraman, make sure you gotta get this man raised me in the game right here. You gotta get this man on camera real quick. Yeah, get the legendary Bun B on camera real quick. This is my dog right here. Raised me up from a little puppy dog.
These discussions, completely unconfirmed, suggest whispers of potential misconduct ranging from alleged exploitation to covert dealings, amplifying tensions within hip-hop's upper ranks. Area 29, a high-profile club in Houston, is frequently mentioned in these speculative reports. Internet forums claim it operates as a hub for OVO affiliates and industry insiders.
But out of deep respect,
You ended the beef between Drake and Pusha.
I guess you could.
Jay and Jay Prince. I'm making this video to address the ongoing back and forth between myself and Drake. Both me and Drake have taken shots at each other, and it's time to put it to rest. I'm asking Drake on December 7th to join me on stage as a special guest to share the two biggest albums of the year, live in Los Angeles, with the ultimate purpose being to free Larry Hoover. I believe this event will not only bring awareness to our cause, but prove to people everywhere how much more we can accomplish when we lay our pride to the side and come together.
Sparking rumors that Kendrick may have coded references to these scenarios in his lyrics. Adding further intrigue, fans continue debating whether certain lines on Kendrick's diss track, Euphoria, point to knowledge about the tragic circumstances surrounding Takeoff's death, although no evidence supports these interpretations beyond speculation. Regardless of the credibility of these claims, Jay Prince's sudden public silence and absence from Drake's high-profile disputes marks a dramatic shift. Once the go-to power broker who stepped into conflicts before they spiraled, J. Prince's retreat now raises the question of whether his influence is waning or if he's strategically avoiding deeper scrutiny. Back in the 1980s, J. Prince built his reputation as a pioneering Houston music mogul, shaping Rap-A-Lot Records into a formidable force and cementing ties across the industry. That legacy still casts a long shadow over today's events, making his silence amid the current tensions even more significant and leaving observers to wonder how this will reshape alliances going forward. J. Prince rose from Houston's underworld power structure, building a reputation as a kingpin whose crew had an iron grip on the city's lucrative underground economy. As legal scrutiny intensified and the stakes became riskier, he strategically pivoted to legitimate ventures. In 1987, he founded Rap-A-Lot Records, a move that transformed him from feared local figure into one of hip-hop's most influential executives. Rap-A-Lot Records introduced groundbreaking Southern rap acts, including the legendary Ghetto Boys, Bushwick Bill, Scarface, and Willie D, whose hit Mind Playing Tricks on Me reshaped rap's national landscape. Beyond that, J. Prince helped launch Zero, Devin the Dude, Do or Die, and several others, establishing the label as a breeding ground for pioneering Southern talent. His imprint on the region cemented Houston as a hip-hop powerhouse and laid the foundation for an entirely new era of artists. Prince's influence extended to UGK's Pimp C and Bun B, both of whom became cultural cornerstones of the Southern sound. Drake himself has repeatedly referenced Bun B and Pimp C, aligning his brand with their credibility and heritage. Bun B's feature on Drake's breakout project, So Far Gone, in 2009, helped bridge Houston's underground clout with Drake's rising mainstream profile, creating a lasting connection. Despite his success, J. Prince cultivated a reputation as a figure who rarely took no for an answer, respected OG to some, powerful enforcer to others. By 2006, his son Jas Prince discovered Drake on MySpace and immediately recognized the potential. Jas reached out, bringing Drake to J. Prince's attention and ultimately connecting him to Lil Wayne, a pivotal introduction that changed the trajectory of Drake's entire career. In the early stages, neither J. Prince nor Lil Wayne immediately saw Drake's star potential, yet Jas Prince's conviction never wavered. Convinced Drake was destined to be the next breakout figure, he even sent Drake exclusive Lil Wayne beats to rap over, hoping the music would spark interest and elevate Drake's profile. That persistence eventually paid off. Lil Wayne became intrigued by Drake's unique delivery and songwriting, leading to one of the most pivotal meetings in modern rap history. Drake himself memorialized this on Look What You've Done, rapping about Wayne calling him, flying him to Houston, and the whirlwind mixtape sessions that followed. In less than a year, Drake went from unsigned talent to a major label prospect with a fast-rising buzz. By 2007, J. Prince formally signed Drake to Aspire Music Group, a label partly owned by Jas Prince and Lil Wayne's manager, Cortez Bryant. This deal cemented the foundation for Drake's eventual signing with Young Money and gave him a powerful industry cosign that would shape his career trajectory. It wasn't just a contract, it was a strategic gateway to the mainstream. Drake's loyalty to Houston stems directly from this moment. J. Prince's early support forged a bond that placed him at the center of Drake's rise and insulated him from the harsher realities of the industry. Whenever conflicts escalated, most notably the Pusha T feud, J. Prince publicly called for ceasefires. Industry insiders credit him with preventing multiple high-profile beefs from spiraling out of control. J. Prince himself emphasized it was not fear that made Drake comply, but mutual respect and gratitude for the foundation laid years earlier. This dynamic solidified J. Prince as a key power broker in Drake's corner, shaping not only his deals, but also the perception of his security and influence across the music world. Jump ahead to 2021, and J. Prince once again stepped into the public eye to mediate one of the biggest rivalries in modern hip-hop, Drake's feud with Kanye West. Acting as a behind-the-scenes power broker, he coordinated private meetings, brokered calls, and helped transform tension into a high-profile truce. His most visible intervention culminated in the Free Larry Hoover concert, a historic event framed as both a reconciliation and a social justice gesture tied to the ongoing imprisonment of the Gangster Disciples founder. At the time, J. Prince even tweeted about meeting Kanye at Houston's Rothko Chapel, framing it as an unexpected yet meaningful setting. He also appeared in the now infamous video, where Kanye stood beside him, delivering a halting speech that fueled speculation he was under pressure. The imagery became one of the most talked about moments of that year, illustrating J. Prince's influence and Drake's reliance on him to smooth over high-stakes conflicts. Yet, despite the public show of unity, the détente didn't last long. On Circo Loco from Drake and 21 Savage's 2022 joint album Her Loss, Drake rapped, linking with the ops, "I did that for J. Prince," suggesting the reconciliation was strategic rather than genuine. Meanwhile, Kanye eventually re-entered the fray by jumping on a remix of Like That, the Kendrick-assisted track by Future and Metro Boomin that ignited a fresh industry-wide battle. By May 2023, J. Prince was still fighting Drake's battles. Reports surfaced that he directly intervened in Drake's tense standoff with NBA YoungBoy, allegedly warning the Louisiana rapper to remove Drake from his enemy list. YoungBoy had publicly thrown shade at Drake on his album Richest Op, accusing him of dodging a collaboration. Prince's move once again underscored his long-standing role as the unofficial enforcer and mediator for Drake's empire, stepping in to prevent potentially career-damaging disputes from boiling over. Out of loyalty to YoungBoy's rival Lil Durk, the feud spilled into music. On the track F the Industry Part 2, YoungBoy rapped about a FaceTime call with Drake, saying Drake told him he supported Durk and couldn't collaborate, effectively drawing a line in the sand. The lyrics captured a tense moment, Drake acknowledging YoungBoy's talent but declining to work with him, triggering open hostility. This is when J. Prince publicly intervened. He posted a photo of a meeting with YoungBoy and Birdman alongside a lengthy caption urging the younger artist to let the situation cool off. J. Prince wrote that Drake rolls with him, essentially calling Drake his son and warning YoungBoy to remove him from his enemy list. He praised YoungBoy's achievements and stated his original intent with the FaceTime call had been to encourage progress, not conflict. In his caption, J. Prince emphasized choice and consequence, writing, "Two things we get every day is a chance and a choice. The choices we make determine our destination." The post reflected his long-standing role as mediator and power broker within the rap world, reinforcing the perception that he operated as Drake's shield. Yet according to industry chatter, that dynamic began to shift after the tragic death of Takeoff in Houston in November 2022. The aftermath of that event, combined with rising speculation and rumors surrounding various alliances, allegedly introduced a level of distance and uncertainty between Drake and J. Prince. This backdrop set the stage for new questions about where their relationship stands today, and whether the once unshakable bond between them can hold under mounting public scrutiny and evolving circumstances. J. Prince's son, Jazz Prince, was reportedly assigned to oversee security and hospitality for Migos during their time in Houston, a detail that has fueled intense speculation about the tragic circumstances surrounding Takeoff's death. Because of Drake's past collaborations and a full tour with Migos in 2018, the situation became especially sensitive, placing him under heightened scrutiny and pressure to remain silent publicly. This is where the narrative takes an even sharper turn. On Euphoria, Kendrick Lamar delivered a line that ignited widespread debate. His daddy killed, he wanna be Junior. Dementia must run in his family. Let it get shaky, I'll park his son. Initially, many assumed Kendrick's lyric referenced Drake's father, Dennis Graham, while others believed it pointed at Birdman. Yet a growing faction of fans speculate the bar actually referenced Jazz Prince, J. Prince's son, and his alleged connection to the Houston tragedy. According to that theory, Kendrick was issuing a veiled warning, telling J. Prince to stay out of the Drake-Kendrick feud or risk exposure of deeper secrets. Regardless of interpretation, the impact was undeniable. Since the lyric dropped, J. Prince has maintained total silence on the ongoing conflict, breaking from his years-long pattern of publicly backing Drake. That silence became even more striking when media outlets directly asked J. Prince about Kendrick's viral diss track, Not Like Us. Rather than defend Drake or counter Kendrick's narrative, he offered no statement at all. This absence of response has only fueled speculation that the once powerful alliance between Drake and the Prince family is fractured, raising new questions about what information Kendrick may hold and whether the threat of exposure is influencing the power dynamics in real time. With J. Prince stepping back from the spotlight and Kendrick Lamar holding the upper hand in both lyrics and public perception, Drake now finds himself in an unprecedented position. For the first time in over a decade, the network of powerful industry figures that once acted as his shield appears to be unraveling. Without J. Prince publicly backing him, every misstep hits harder, every lyric lands deeper, and every rumor spreads faster. Industry insiders are already whispering about the ripple effect this silence could create. Without that Houston protection, Drake's upcoming projects may face tighter scrutiny, limited collaborations, and even financial shakeups in touring and sponsorship deals. Several labels and promoters are reportedly waiting to see how the Kendrick feud plays out before committing to major partnerships. This isn't just about rap battles anymore. It's about long-term brand stability and credibility. Meanwhile, Kendrick's disciplined, measured approach continues to resonate with fans and gatekeepers alike. Rather than responding with theatrics or online tirades, he's letting his catalog, live performances, and cultural moments speak for themselves. That contrast between calculated silence and public meltdown has shifted the narrative, making Kendrick look like the true leader of the genre while Drake scrambles to regain footing. And while speculation runs wild, one undeniable reality remains. Drake's next moves will define his legacy more than any hit single or sold-out arena. If he can't rebuild his alliances or redirect the conversation with a powerful release, this era could mark the beginning of a slow, very public decline. The chessboard is set, and every piece now matters. But J. Prince Jr. still weighed in with a stray comment nobody asked for, sparking even more debate online. Viewers questioned where the original energy went, especially the same tough stance J. Prince once showed toward Pusha T, Kanye West, NBA YoungBoy, and others who publicly challenged Drake. This Kendrick Lamar situation has become the largest and most high-stakes confrontation of Drake's career. Yet the silence from Houston's power broker remains deafening. According to ongoing speculation, Kendrick's warning shots, seemingly alluding to Jazz Prince and the unresolved whispers around Takeoff's tragic death, were enough to make J. Prince take a step back. One viral comment summed it up. K. just told J. Prince, "Don't let it get shaky, I'll park your son." Another added, "Prince knows he can't test the West Coast. He knows the wild, wild West isn't forgiving." Industry insiders and fans alike are now asking the same question. Has J. Prince truly abandoned Drake, or is he simply recalculating behind the scenes to protect his own empire? Either way, the shift marks a major turning point in the power dynamics that have shielded Drake for years. As the narrative unfolds, the potential for a historic shakeup in hip-hop's inner circle grows stronger with every new headline and every cryptic post. What's your take on the J. Prince situation? Did he distance himself out of fear of what Kendrick might reveal? Or is there a deeper strategic reason for this sudden silence? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next deep dive. Tap the video on screen to keep watching the full story unfold.